Alright, this is Creeper in the Cornfield. If y'all have any suggestions for coloring any particular part of the outfit, let me know. Otherwise, we're going to get started. If the music's too loud, just let me know. I'll turn it down. This is just whatever they are offering for free in the music library. I am obviously by no means any kind of professional. I just do this to relax after a long day. we'll start with that. Hold that color off for the corn stalk. Looks like we do have at least one other person watching, so feel free to say hello in the chat. Let us know you're here. Let's see. Trying to decide how outlandish we want to go on this guy. We could do a lot of red in the sleeve, but will it really play well? I mean, do we want to go all red on the sleeve, the same color down the arm? Do we want to go like red and gray, red and black? You can see it's going to be a little harder to do on the other side over there. We can still make it work. Well, let's start off with every other one first, and then we'll decide if we want to come back and do the whole thing that way or not. Sometimes you have to improvise, right? Start. Thanks, Hoss. How are you tonight, brother? This book is kind of hard to work with because this is one of the few pages where it doesn't just look like a printout in black and white. The ones that are the printout in black and white, well, there's nothing really to color because it's already done up the way it's supposed to be. Makes it harder to work with. This one looks like it's got lots of work room though, so we're going to go with it. Good, man. I'm glad to hear that. I don't know if you saw, Hoss, but I changed the name of the channel from Algorithm Food to Colorization with EC. I think it fits more what I'm doing now, and I pretty much wiped everything else off the channel currently. It is very relaxing. I may have to find something different to do with the music eventually because it's just random YouTube stuff and I don't even know what it is. I don't sit and listen to it, obviously, outside of this. So I'll be as you are by what comes on with each section. Maybe. I'm not trying to do anything crazy with this channel. This is the Woosaw Blow Off Steam channel, and if people want to come and hang out, well, that's great. And if not, well, that's okay too. I was saying something about wanting to get more books because my other book that had the stuff that was easier to work with, being that I color with pens, obviously you could see through the back of the page, so I was out of pages to use in that one. And like I said, this one's hard to use on most of the pages, so Lady C took it upon herself to get me some new books, and I'll have those tomorrow, but she'll be home tomorrow night, so I'll probably be spending time with her. I'm not sure I'll be able to get on here, but maybe Friday afternoon. See, my son is getting pretty good at drawing, and he really likes it when he's doing it, but he really only just does it for very short periods of time. He's 16 now, so he's more into playing games on his computer, and he just started, in the last couple of days, just started practicing driving, and that's been exciting. I wish my son would go back to drawing. I've tried to encourage him. His beat kind of sounds like a Creedence Clearwater Revival beat. You probably already know this, Hoss, but maybe a lot of other people don't know. When John Fogerty left Creedence Clearwater, he actually sued to try to get the band not to be able to play any of the music they had done together. And of course he lost that lawsuit. And so he refused to play any of his Creedence music in concert for over 30 years because he didn't want them to make a nickel off of it. Not that I'm sure how that works when you're playing music y'all did together outside of a record on a live concert, but that's the reason he gave. He said he's gotten over it now. But you know, I understand. Man can do whatever he wants, but I just cannot imagine going to a John Fogerty concert and not hearing one single song that he did with Creedence. can go to a Vince Neil concert. They say 95% of what he does is Motley Crue music. Though why anybody would want to go see him in concert live, I don't understand. But hey, if you're willing to put up with it. Hey, EC, don't forget about this. Didn't even finish his armor. Man, my purple giving out on me. Let's see something. See if we can at least get it to finish out the one piece we're working on right there. Oh, that is weak, isn't it? We'll just have to go with that for now. That pen may be getting ready to go in the garbage. for the moment. Well, the way my pins are running out, it's a good thing I don't do this professionally. Still fun though. Uh, all the other schools in our area have had spring break except my son's school. My son's school has what's called a fall break that's not Christmas break. They already have their Christmas break too. So they don't get their spring break until later on this month. Everyone else had them in March. We don't get ours till, or they don't get theirs till April. Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think we'll be doing too much. He was originally going to go to his mom's for spring break, but I think his mom had to put the nix on that. Which, I get it. We're not always in the position to do the things we want to do. And being that they live in all the way in Arizona, and we're in Texas. Trying to figure out, okay, so if that's just a corn stalk coming up, what is that? I can understand, like, if it was a scythe, if it came up and did something, but it doesn't, so I can't figure out what that is. It's got me mildly confused. I don't have any kind of drawing skills, otherwise I would follow this up and I would just finish a scythe on there. I think that would really add to his creepiness. But I don't have the skills. And so while I thought all this was corn, this looks like cotton of some kind. So I may have to go back and rename this. Creeper in the cotton field. Unless corn has some kind of come off that looks like cotton. But those certainly look like corn husks to me. What do you think for the body, Hoss? I'm thinking some kind of gray or silver. Could make it a blend of grays and silvers, but I don't want to muck it up too much. Yeah, I've got a few. Let's see if I have any more. Then I got this gray blue that's kind of cool. Let's see. I think start off with some of that gray blue for the scarf. The other day when I was watching your newest DVDs and Blu-rays finds, Hoss, I was watching where you showed where that one company had their DVDs and like the old CD holders inside there. Man, that was pretty terrible on their part. I mean, DVDs only have what, maybe a 10 to 13 year life expectancy anyway. After so many years they start degrading, and I don't know if those little flimsy little inside thin holders are going to help that. Well, sounds like they just went the cheapest way possible. It was certainly not doing them any favors, but evidently they didn't really care. I hope they were relatively cheap for what they were. I know on some of them you said that it might be your last chance to get them because no one else was producing them anymore. Some of your sets, I don't know if that was one of them or not. Yeah. At this point, they're probably paying pennies on the dollars for some of those shows. Although I'm sure something like Dukes of Hazzard, I'm sure that's still got some teeth left in it. Having a hard time deciding if, even though this and this goes together, since this comes off at the side, I don't think that's scarf though. I think that's just shoulders, and unfortunately you can't see the other shoulder with the scarf run on it. Dark as I thought it was. So that was the 6th season of the Dukes of Hazzard, right? Was it the 5th season that had was it Coy and Vance, the other cousins? When the boys left over the pay dispute. Well, that is the one that gets dark. Okay. Yeah, so season 5 is when Coy and Vance came in. They were only there for one season, right? Bo and Luke came back for season 6. I remember watching that, when it actually happened. I'm old enough for that. It tripped me out. I was like, what? I certainly did not understand that as a kid, but I guess I didn't pay that much attention to it either. I was just like, oh well, what do you do? The other boys went off to join the circus. That was a great cover story. Went to join the circus. They just happened to have 2 other cousins ready and available to come help on the farm. Did you get to watch that live back when it happened, Hoss? Are you in that age range with me? Oh, I was pretty young myself. I'll turn 50 in about over 5 months, almost 6, but not quite. I'd have to go back and look when the Dukes were actually on the air to know what age I was, but I was pretty young. '48, yeah, so we're not too far apart. You were a couple of years younger than I was. '79. So goodness, I was 4 years old. Maybe even 3, depending on what part of the year it was. That's we don't got to get that technical. I'm just saying. Looks like Lady C is heading home a little early, so she might be here before we quit tonight. Now, I was going to cut off at 10. That'd be about 5 minutes. But we may run till she gets here. And we'll go back and change the name of this to Creeper 1. And we'll come back and do another, more work on it with Creeper 2 or something. We're going to go back and start back with some of the other music. Tell you what, I am certainly excited to start working on those new books she got me. Of course, she got me a few more color pens, which I'll add to the collection as these wear out. I done threw that purple away. That thing had to go. You see how this stuff, it's got a lot of shading in it already. It's one thing that makes this book hard to work with. If it's pre-shaded, it kind of either takes away from what you're coloring it with, or you're covering up the detail depending on what color you're using. What do you, I don't know, Haas, do you watch college basketball, or are you watching the, what is it, the Sweet 16, Elite 8, Big 4? What do you think Houston's chances are against versus is it Purdue, or who are we playing this weekend? I don't know. I've got two bets on Houston. I think I've got $20 invested in one and 15 invested in the other, maybe 10 or 15. I mean, obviously anybody's chance on any given night is 50-50, but okay, Duke. Purdue's the last one we played then. So much gray and silver in this guy to this point that obviously I'm not going to be able to do the hair in gray now. Some of these color more like sticks, and some of these color more like gels. You can definitely see that in the lineage. I feel inclined. Just stay with this one throughout the rest of the outfit now. I don't know that I like the way that that's coming out. Well, I think we lost Hoss. Oh, there he is. Yeah, I think the color blend didn't come out quite as well as perhaps we had hoped. I think this is going to be a lost page after tonight. I don't know that we're going to come back and finish this one. We'll see what the new books we get are all about. And since some of these pens are from different companies, sometimes you try to grab one that you think might be different, and it might be almost exactly the same because the plastic on them doesn't look the same. Yeah. But see, from here to here to here, there's 3 different colors. It doesn't really look like 3 different colors. Looks like maybe 2. These aren't really my best work. Yeah, so many of these ones that I thought were gray are turning out to be silver. Of course, I didn't do much pre-testing on this lot. Yeah, I'm just kind of chancy-chancying my way through this one, I guess. Definitely not my best work, but I also knew my time tonight was kind of short. Just a moment. Alright, y'all. Well, I think we're going to go ahead and call it a night for the night. Everybody have a fantastic evening. Haas, thank you so much for hanging out with me, brother. I appreciate you. We will catch y'all probably in a couple of days.